Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of English Literature. Today, again, we are with a literary term that is prescribed in BA part second syllabus. Today, we are going to study about the ballad. First of all, its definition that is on your screen. A ballad is a type of poem that is sometimes set to music. Ballads have a long history and are found in many cultures. The ballad actually began as a folk song and continues today in popular music. Many love songs today can be considered ballads. A typical ballad consists of stanzas that contain a quatrain. Quatrain means four poetic lines. The meter or rhythm of each line is usually iambic. Iambic, which means it has one unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. In ballads, there are usually 8 or 6 syllables in a line. Like any poem, some ballads follow this form and some don't, but almost all ballads are narrative, which means they tell a story. Because the ballad was originally set to music, some ballads have a refrain. Refrain means a repeated chorus, just like a song does. Similarly, the rhyme scheme is often AB AB or AB CB because of the musical quality of this rhyme pattern. While ballads have always been popular, it was during the Romantic movement of poetry in the late 18th century that the ballad had a resurgence and became a popular form. Many famous Romantic poets like William Wordsworth wrote in ballad form. Now, characteristics of a ballad are as under. Every ballad is a short story in verse, which dwells upon only on one particular episode of the story. There is certainly only one episode of the story in a ballad, and the poet needs to complete the story within the limits of a smaller number of stanzas. John Keats' ballad La Belle Dame Sans Merci is an excellent example in this regard. Another fundamental characteristic of a ballad is its universal appeal. Every single ballad touches upon a specific subject which bears universal significance. It is not simply restricted to his personality or his country, rather, it deals with the whole humanity. John Keats' ballad La Belle Dame Sans Merci convinces the readers that most of the women are perfidious and double crossing. Then third one is the use of colloquial language is an indispensable feature of a ballad. The poet has a tendency to make use of day to day and common words instead of bombastic and flowery language in the ballad. Read John Keats' ballad La Belle Dame Sans Merci to know how the poet has used colloquial language in his ballad. The next characteristic is unlike other kinds of poem, ballad has an abrupt and unexpected opening. The poem starts all of a sudden without providing any detail about the subject matter. Similarly, the ending of many ballads may also be abrupt and unexpected. There are no extra details about the surroundings, atmosphere, or environment. The poem starts suddenly, and the reader has to visualize the setting himself through the words of the poet. Thus, ballads lack in superfluous details. Then the next is dialogue is also an indispensable feature of a ballad. The story is mostly told through dialogues. Look at of John Keats' ballad La Belle Danson's Mercy, which is a complete dialogue between the speaker and the knight. Generally, in every ballad, there is a refrain. Refrain is a phrase or a line which is repeated again and again after a stanza. The poet tends to use stock phrases so that it may be easier to be memorized by the readers. That is why every ballad is easier than any poem to be memorized. Use of ballad stanza is another remarkable characteristic of a ballad. Every ballad is written in a ballad stanza. Ballad stanza is a stanza which consists of four lines with AB rhyming scheme or ABCB rhyme scheme. There are four accented syllables in the first and third line, while in the second and the fourth line there are three accented syllables. Accented means stressed syllables. Now, use of supernatural element is an imperative feature of a ballad. John Keats and Coleridge's ballads are best example in this regard. Usually the themes of most ballads are tragic, but it must be kept in mind that there are some ballads which are comic in nature. Simplicity is an additional characteristic of a ballad. Approximately all ballads are simple in structure, style, and diction, which make them most popular form of poetry. Look at the ballads of John Keats and Coleridge. They are very easy to be comprehended and remembered. This was all about the ballad. I hope you all understood it very well. In next video we will meet with some other literary figure. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.